Good Melanites, it's your boy GT. Of course, I am without my co-host Kimmy Coco. She on vacation. We are your hosts of Innovative Black Stations, Connecting the Dots, where we bring everything full circle within our community and outside of our community. And today, me and Jay Black will be discussing the Obama administration banning smoking in public housing. We'll also talk about the FBI's investigation on the NCAA, Blac Chyna, as well as Governor Rick Scott's ban on beaches. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put you on game about the Obama administration banning smoking in public housing. Now, dating back to I want to say November 2016, the Obama administration put into effect that 18 months later that they were going to ban smoking from all the public housing. So the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, took actions in 2016 to ban the smoking in public housing. This is applied to over 940,000 homes subsidized by the federal government. 228,000 units already face smoking bans. HUD planned to expand the policy to 700,000 more homes. So when it says ban smoking, it pertains to traditional cigarettes, cigars, and hookahs. Now, if you're smoking out of those electric pens, it does not apply to the electric pens. So basically, the reason for them doing the ban is because they're trying to make a safer environment for the children, and they're also trying to make a safer environment for the elderly that live in these public housing units as well. You got to understand that it's reported that basically over 480,000 people a year in America die from secondhand smoke. So you look at that and you look at the number of people that this is being applied to, you tell me. Jay Black, how you feel about that?
I mean, I'm not against it. I understand it completely. You know, they trying to clean up the air.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, getting out the house is the first step, because it's like, man, when you think if you a smoker, and it's like, man, you got to go through all this to smoke. It's like, man, I don't even want to smoke. Like,
basically,
I can't smoke in the comfort of my home. I got to go outside to smoke, and
because it's a stress reliever for a lot of people.
Yeah, but it can cut down. I can see this cutting down smoking.
Yeah.
With the bigger picture.
Yeah, it's definitely a strategy. But Philly put this in effect last month. At the end of last month, Philadelphia, all of their public housing has banned smoking. So as of March 2018, if you live in Philadelphia and you live in public housing, smoking is banned.
Now, when you say public housing, like what exactly is that? With the government assistance housing? Or
basically, right.
Okay.
So I want to say like I wouldn't say county, but I know each state have like their own like little nickname for it. Like I know like in Jacksonville, I believe they call them huddle houses.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily know what everybody else call them, right, but I'll just say like huddle houses or HUD, and you know most people they'll understand what you're saying when you say that.
And now the reason I was asking is because like we was talking off camera, like my last apartment I was in, you couldn't smoke in there. Like they wouldn't allow you to smoke, and they would call, you know, they'll charge a fee if you did. And they was basically saying what they had told me was because it browns the walls, it makes the walls brown. It's basically more work on them.
Right. Understandable, definitely understandable. But by the end of July 2018, all the public housing has to have some type of smoke-free policy. If they don't have a smoke-free policy, then of course they're gonna get fined for it. But I highly doubt that they don't have a policy. But basically, it's just like you saying. It has a lot to do with the walls and the ceilings. You know, it puts more work, on the people who cleans out those units or who maintains those units going forward. I don't know. Like I'm all for it, especially if it's saving lives. You know, and that's basically what the CDC is saying too. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're the ones that actually reported the number of deaths from secondhand smoke. And if you think about 480,000 people, it's a lot of damn people that's dying from secondhand smoke. So, yeah, I mean, I'm all for it, honestly. I'm all for it. But, you know, a lot of people, you know, that's just getting into it, if you don't know this was something that the Obama administration actually put into play, you know, before he even got out of office. So they were saying that Donald Trump possibly was going to get rid of it. He probably was just going to, you know, like null it basically. But nah, it's in motion. It's in motion.